Hey guys, this is the XRP Cowboy. Hey, this is Billy. Happy Valentine's Day. This is for a great YouTuber I love, Crypto Erie.
She asked me where I was from. I said somewhere you've never been to. Little town outside of Knoxville, hidden by some dogwood trees. She tried talking with my accent. We held hands and waded into that blue water. She left her flip-flops by my Red Wings on the beach. Yeah, but now I'm dodging potholes in my sunburned Silverado, like a heartbroken desperado, heading right back to my roots. Something about the way she kissed me tells me she loved Eastern Tennessee. Yeah, but all I brought back with me was some sand in my boots. I said, let's go shoot tequila. So we walked back to that beach bar. She said, don't cowboys drink whiskey? So we drank bottom shelf. She said, damn, that sky looks perfect. I said, girl, you've never seen stars like the ones back home. And she said, maybe I should see them for myself. Yeah, but now I'm dodging potholes in my sunburned Silverado, like a heartbroken desperado, heading right back to my roots. Something about the way she kissed me tells me she loved Eastern Tennessee. Yeah, but all I brought back with me was some sand in my boots.
We're going to talk about what gives a stock or crypto sick value.
Let's me in the morning. She told me I was crazy, yeah, but I still thought that maybe she'd show up.
Computer off. Let's get down to business. I don't want to mess around now. What is this? Must be a circus in town. They're throwing the shit down. It's over. Can I get a witness? So, computer, off. It is Valentine's Day, and the songs don't want to stop, the love. So my fucking roadies and my dreamers. Well, first off, let's start with utility, okay? Utility in the long haul of things makes the price go up. But there's something great, there's something better. I mean, what I'm talking about is speculation. And speculation will dwarf utility, which is fundamentals, ultimately. Every day of the week, including Sunday in crypto, because we can trade 24/7. So let's understand why we're talking about speculation. First off, there's some rules to this game, my roadies. If you're going to play, you got to do it the right way, okay? So here's the thing. Every investment from the beginning of time is speculative. So when somebody says I'm not into speculation and speculative investments, they're crazy. You know what the biggest stock, the risk, you know what the stock that has the most risk is in the world? It's the one you're buying in your 401k. Everyone's buying in their 401k. Everybody who has a 401k owns it. It's Apple. The higher the market cap, the bigger the risk. These are the rules. This is the bigger the fall. We've seen Apple collapse with one bad earnings report, okay? So just keep that in mind. Let's use two stocks to compare. There's Taiwan Semiconductors. And then you got NVIDIA. We all love fucking NVIDIA, right? We love it. The problem is the risks on NVIDIA, not Taiwan. Taiwan, their market caps are very comparable, really. Maybe $100 billion apart, but they're both around $500 billion, okay? Taiwan trades about 15 times earnings. NVIDIA, 90s plus times earnings. This is when you start thinking sell, right? I mean, it could keep going. I mean, there's been things that have traded 200 times, but it's not sustainable. Everybody wants NVIDIA, and they say it's the better of the two because Taiwan Semiconductors is speculative on where the price could go per earnings per share. I would argue it's the safer. It's only trading 15 times earnings, which means the downside, that's almost like a consumer's good product, right? The downside is minimal, the downside risk. NVIDIA could get cut in half one earnings report, okay? That's 45 times its earnings. It's speculation that makes people think this company in 10 years could be worth 90 times its earnings, okay? Because it's an investment. You have to look out 10 years. So if you're a 5-year investor, this could hurt you even more if you're thinking this is going to happen in 5 years. But we don't know. It's speculation. Speculation dwarfs utility is the point I'm trying to make here. But at some point, speculation ends and utility kicks in. And that's where you'll get like an IBM or something that just goes straight, maybe a dividend stock, I mean, you got to have some of this growth in your portfolio. I'm not saying not to. I want to I live my life. The cowboy lives 1/4 mile at a time. My dreamers, my roadies. I want to make it tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be here the day after. So don't follow my advice. But point is let's get into this. Everything's speculative. And, there's a book, Your Business Daily. One of the greatest money managers wrote that. And he would tell you to get out at 90 times earnings, okay? But here's what he said. This was written before Apple was Apple, when GE was Apple. And he said every stock, historically speaking, corrects 80%. Now, what is that 20% you're left with is the real question. And if your stock drops that much, are you going to be left with something? Are you going to be in the hole? Well, and this is the idea behind it. In his book, he stated, except at this date in time, GE. GE is still the monster. It used to be Apple GE, okay? And guess what? We know what happened to GE. He said he's not sure it won't as well, lose 80% of its value. And it did. Apple will too. I'm not saying Apple's a bad investment. I don't know how long Apple can go on. But I have a feeling with all this new technology coming out, eventually this new technology is going to, I'm sure Apple's on it all, but it's very probable that in the next 30 years, Apple might not be the stock anymore. And if you're in that age bracket, you might want to reconsider if you've done well with Apple moving it in the coming years. Okay? But anyways, let's get to crypto now. Why you tuned in, right? And this is probably the most important part of the video.
Get away from me. Get away from me. This isn't gonna be easy, but I don't need you, believe me. Yeah, you got a piece of me, but it's just a little piece of me. I don't need anyone these days. I feel like I'm fading away. Like sometimes when I hear myself on the radio. Have you seen me lately? Have you seen me lately? Have you seen me lately? I was out on the radio, starting to change. Somewhere out in America, it's raining. Could you tell me one thing you remember about me? You remember about me, yeah. I remember me. All the little things that make up a memory. She said she loved to watch me sleep. And she said, it's the breathing in and out, in and oh. Have you seen me lately? Have you seen me lately? Have you seen me lately?
Crypto. somewhat of a phenomenon. We got aliens flying around my house searching for the cowboy. You've seen the video. We've got fighter jets still flying by. Saw one a couple hours ago. And yeah, I'm not. It's the end of the world, and I know it, and I feel fine. Because I know I'm a chosen one. They've tried to take me out before, and I've survived. But let's talk about XRP. If utility gives long-term value and speculation dwarfs utility, which is fundamentals, what do we hold? We hold a speculative, highly speculative utility coin called XRP that's running on this great, brilliant company with hundreds of bank partnerships with non-disclosure agreements that are using it or want to use it more. But more importantly, that's not where it's at. Where most people aren't, that's where it is. And most people aren't where we're at, willing to take this risk of an SEC lawsuit. Okay? Where it's really at is the speculation. How does it surface? The switch. Sure, when banks start using this, volume's going to go up, or using it more. Volume's going to go up. Once we have a clarity, it's going to bring the price. But that's utility, once again. That's the fundamentals doing that. The court case, that's a speculation move, okay? But another one is non-disclosure agreements. When Elon Musk tweets fucking XRP to the moon, what do you think it's going to do? And I'm telling you, it's going to do a lot more than a doggy coin. Woof, 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 woof. A doggy coin. Oh, dog, it's going to do more than that. What do you think is going to happen when Bank of America says, yeah, we're running, ODL around the clock doing this? When these non-disclosures are revealed and are disclosed, and they will be once there's clarity, that is where the real speculation dwarfs any price point that we've ever seen with XRP. To make a prediction on the price of XRP, a responsible one with clarity would be $12. Because, a lot of coins that were in the top 10 moved 3x their all-time high, okay? 20, 40, 60. Okay, Bitcoin, 67, we got to. Ethereum, same shit. And this is the thing. I called the 20K when Bitcoin was at 10K. I got lucky back in 2017. The Ethereum, I said it was going to pull back at 5,000. This is important for you to know because I've been wrong a lot. I don't have a crystal ball, but it just makes sense. So the idea that a $12 XRP was just based on logic and past performance, even though today is different than it was yesterday. This isn't fairy dust. This isn't moon dust, I should say. It's real, and there's clarity, and there's utility and use case. So the idea here is $12 would be the responsible thing. To say anything higher than that would be, what do they call, hopium. But to be honest, the $12 to me is just a starting point on a speculation without utility or non-disclosures. So to say it's going to be worth $100, $1,000, it would be irresponsible. But knowing what we know, it might just be accurate in an underestimation of the price because we don't know. No one knows what the volume is going to do to the price. And the more something's adopted, the higher it goes up in price. The more circulating supply is taken off the market, the more speculation, because people want to own it and hold. And they don't want to sell, which makes it more expensive to buy. And it keeps pressuring up until the sell pressure is hit, meaning the pressure to hold, not want to sell. There's this resistance that somebody feels inside, and they say, I wasn't going to sell at $12, but $20 I have to, even though I thought it was going to $1,000. This is how if people think, they don't want retailing, how you get rid of retail? Run the price to $10 in 24 hours. And I don't care what bags people hold. They're selling some of them. Whether it's 20%, 50%, they're going to sell something if it moves that fast. And it's going to pick apart the retail. And besides, we're probably only 2 or 3%. Anyways, we're noise. I didn't say that. Love. Like, subscribe. Happy Valentine's Day. Let's rock. Computer, play Warrant. Superman. What's the name of that song?
I couldn't find
Computer, play Warrant, computer.
By Warrant.
This video's over. Computer, play Heaven. Warrant.
Heaven by Bryan Adams.
Computer.
On Amazon Music.
Play Heaven by Warrant.
Heaven by Warrant on Amazon Music.
We're about to get paid. This suit's over. Computer, volume 9.
Got a picture of your house. And you're standing by the door. It's black and white and fading, and it's looking pretty worn. I see the factory that I worked, see the wedding in the back. The memories engraved, the man, they're really coming back. I don't need to be the king of the world, as long as I'm the hero of this little girl. Heaven isn't too far away, closer to it every day. No matter what your friends might say, how I love the way you move and the sparkle in your eyes. There's a color deep inside the light blue suburban skies. When I come home late at night and you're in bed asleep, I'll wrap my arms around you so I can feel you breathe. I don't need to be a Superman.
Retweet, like, share.